Hey guys, struggling with the stubborn blank page in Word that just won't go away? Yep, we've all been there. It's like that one guest at a party who doesn't get the hint to leave, but don't worry, I've got you covered. So let's start with the easiest fix. As you can see, I'm currently inside Microsoft Word and I have a document that has a few extra blank pages that I would like to delete. You can also see down here that it says I'm on page 1 of 3. So there's 2 blank pages that I need to delete. The easiest way to do this in my experience is to simply just go to the very end of the text that you would like to keep and place your cursor at the very end. Then press the delete key on your keyboard and hold it down until all those blank spaces are gone. Now, as you can see, the 2 pages are gone and it now says I'm currently in page 1 of 1. This method may not always work, so it's best to understand what causes these blank pages in the first place and why they are so hard to get rid of. So I'll just press Ctrl Z on my keyboard to bring back all the blank pages again. So now up on the tabs at the top, make sure you are in the home tab, then go over to the center of the ribbon to the paragraph section. Right up there, you'll see the show hide feature. When you click on it, you'll see all of the hidden formatting marks on your document. These are things like hidden paragraph markers, spaces, and just random formattings that might be messing up your document. Basically, you'll just see what's really happening behind the scenes. This symbol on your screen represents every time the enter key has been pressed on the keyboard to start a new paragraph. To get a great view of what we're doing, I'll just go over to the view tab and in the page movement section, I'll just click on side to side. So now if you see a bunch of paragraph markers stacked up like a tower of Jenga blocks, guess what? That's your extra page. It just means that some random guy or girl, not you of course, placed the cursor somewhere and just pressed enter a couple or a lot of times, like in our case right here. So to fix this, just highlight those extra marks, hit delete and bam, problem solved. But you might still be having that extra page. So don't stress yet, let's check for a sneaky page break. Click show hide again and look for a dotted line that says page break. It's like a secret passageway forcing your text onto a new page. To create a page break is actually very simple. Just place your cursor at any point where you want to start your text or paragraph on a new page. Then head over to the insert tab and in the pages section, just click on page break, and when you do that, you'll create this page break symbol right here. To fix this, simply click or highlight the page break symbol and hit delete. That's it. The extra page will vanish like magic. But wait, what if there's no page break, no extra paragraph marks, but there's still an empty page? For example, here there's a heading and a huge weird gap underneath it with no paragraph markers to indicate that some random guy or girl, again not you, has pressed the enter key multiple times. If that is the case, why do we have some text starting in a new page? So let me show you something. Not sure if you can see, but there's a tiny square just to the left of the text right here. That's what's causing us headaches right now. To fix this, I'll show you a sneaky little trick. Again, make sure you are in the home tab, then go over to the paragraph section and click this tiny arrow in the corner of the paragraph section to activate the paragraph dialog box launcher or the paragraph settings. Another way to get here is just by right clicking over the paragraph and left clicking paragraph inside this menu. Once you're in here, go to the line and page breaks tab and check if page break before is turned on. If it is, uncheck it, click OK, and watch your text and paragraph snap back into place. Now, if none of these worked, it might be because of a section break, which is the ninja of formatting issues. If we go back on this document, we can see some page numbers right here on a couple of pages. The last page doesn't seem to have a page numbering. So guys, when we have section breaks in a Word document, it means that there's some formatting that has been changed somewhere in the document. Down here in the left corner of my document, it says section 1, which is the one section in the document that has page numbering on it. If we click on this page, we'll now be in section 2, which doesn't have page numbering on it. If we proceed to delete the section break right here, we'll definitely manage to delete the page break, and if there was a blank page after it, it will definitely be deleted. When doing this, you must be very careful as you might end up messing with some formatting. For example, what will happen here is that removing the section break will also take the settings for that specific section and apply it to the section before. In simple terms, the settings for section 2 will now be applied to section 1, and as you can see, the page numbers are gone. So be very careful and make sure to make a note of everything that's going on in your document before you do this, as it could mess with your headers and footers or even a simple portrait to landscape. If the culprit is indeed the section break and you're worried that deleting it might mess with your formatting, then don't stress. There's something else you can do. Let me just do a Ctrl Z to bring everything back so I can show you. Now, if you come to this page right here and double click at the bottom of section 2, then at the very top in the header and footer tab, just go into the navigation section and click on link to previous obvious. It'll ask you if you want to delete this header and footer and connect to the header and footer in the previous section. Go ahead and click on yes, and as you can see now, it shows the page numbering. Now if we go ahead and close the header and footer up here, then proceed to delete the section break, you'll notice that the page numbers will stay on. This will also help keep your headers and footers from the previous section. Okay, let's say everything looks fine, but you still have a blank last page that you just can't eliminate. What you can do is check if there's a tiny paragraph marker on the last page. If there is, try deleting it. If it refuses to go away, then go to the previous page and click at the very beginning of the page break and highlight the page break and hit delete. If this still doesn't work, it could happen that if your document ends with a table like this, Word will add an extra paragraph after the table, sometimes spilling onto the next page. In this case, click inside the paragraph marker, then go to the Home tab, and in the font section, change the font size to 1. Then proceed to hit enter, and your page should disappear like a ghost. And there you have it, a whole bunch of ways to get rid of those stubborn blank pages in Word. If one of these tricks worked for you, let me know in the comments which one saved the day. And if you're still stuck, drop your question or problem below and I'll be happy to help. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another time-saving tip. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.